What is up, my friends? Breaking news. Hope all of you are doing safe, are staying positive, and just having a safe experience, all of that. But, anyways, let's get right into it. Snyder Cut. So, today, Zack Snyder said that this Wednesday, which will be a day that you should definitely be paying attention for this news, is he will be doing a watch party for Man of Steel. It's its 7-year anniversary this year, so he's going to be doing a watch party on it. It's going to be over on Vero, so not on Twitter like usual. And Vero is an app that Zack Snyder uses a lot. I've been dabbling in and out of it. I kind of like it, kind of don't. But nonetheless, that is where it's going to be taking place. You can submit questions, all of that. He posted it on his Twitter, so if you want more information, you should definitely go check that out over there. But according to many rumors, of course, was that the Snyder Cut, which has been the biggest talk for the past 2 years already, about where is it, we want it, we need it, and this year it gained a lot of traction, trending multiple times on Twitter. Even Ben Affleck, Gal Gadot, Jason Momoa have gone on to tweet about it and its existence, and even Jason Momoa has said he has seen it as well, part of it, I believe. I don't know if he's seen the whole thing, but it's out there and it exists, and now we're getting confirmation it's coming. And so this confirmation is coming from multiple sources, and it could be the thing that HBO Max is going to launch with, which would make absolute sense, because I doubt, even in the beginning when this whole Snyder Cut thing was going around, I had a huge doubt it would go into theaters, because yes, the Snyder Cut has this big fan base behind it, bigger than the executives give it credit for, but I don't think that they're ready to sort of give that space in theater for it, unless it's like a Fathom event of some sorts, which wouldn't be a bad thing if they try to do later down the road once things go back to some sort of normalcy, is to do a Fathom event where you can go experience this in IMAX, just as Zack Snyder would have wanted his vision to be created. But for the longest, many people were arguing it's not finished, it's not done, and Zack Snyder has pushed back and said it was pretty much done with. He just needed to add a few things, and I mean, he's had some time now, and it seems that time is now for this to be released. He has been hinting at it, showing storyboards, showing little images here and there, and about 2 days ago, we got word that this had actually been screened for some executives over at DC this past February, before everything happened that's currently happening. And so many were led to believe that that was sort of a pitch to sort of be like, this is what I got, what can we do with this? And now that HBO Max and all of Warner Brothers entanglements going on, by the way, HBO Max cannot wait 2 more weeks. I'm super excited for that. But now that all of that is going about, it seems that we are definitely going to be seeing this. So according to some sources out there, the announcement should be coming pretty soon about what is going to be happening with the Snyder Cut. And to me, soon definitely sounds like this Man of Steel watch party that's going to be happening this Wednesday. So I'm definitely going to be there to check that out and see exactly what's going to happen, because, I mean, this is huge. I was always in my mind, I knew the Snyder Cut existed. Whether we were going to see it or not, that was something else, because I didn't really think that it was going to be released, especially the way that Warner Brothers has been about it, sort of hush hush and all of that. And it just didn't get much of acknowledgement from the studios or Hollywood in general, besides the people that worked on it. And that's why I always was like, I don't think it's happening. But it seems now that things are pushing ahead for this to be released very, very soon. And I mean, next week HBO Max is going to launch, and that would just be the opportunity for them, I would say. So, like I said, Man of Steel Watch Party is going to be on Wednesday, and that's a week before HBO Max launches. So it would definitely make sense for him to say, next week you get the Snyder Cut. So a little info on the Snyder Cut as well. This is a movement that started after Zack Snyder departed Justice League over personal issues that happened in his life, and then they got Joss Whedon to come in, and he apparently heavily rewrote and reshot the whole thing, and thus now you have the Snyder Cut fandom going at it. So Justice League, was it a good movie? No. Was it a bad movie? No. It was just pretty much there, and it truly felt like something different from Batman vs. Superman, where that grandiose, visionary style of Zack Snyder was sort of muddled in with Joss Whedon's way of telling a story, and both are great at what they do in directing, but I think it was those melding of it that just didn't make any sense, because they vary so much. So you had scenes that followed other scenes where it was like you had this very different tone and you had this very different look, and then it just was like, what am I watching? I'm watching like some Frankenstein monster of a movie, and it doesn't make any sense to me, because especially as it was teased and a follow-up to Batman vs Superman, it wouldn't have made any sense. Now, do I think both could have made a great Justice League movie if they were given the time and chance to do so? Yeah, I don't blame Joss Whedon for what he did, because of course if they're bringing you in to do something and your name's going to be attached to it and you feel like the director, of course you're going to want to take the reins. So what exactly are we going to see in this Snyder Cut is the biggest question, and will it change what the public sees from Zack Snyder? Because I mean, for the longest, many journalists in the industry have come out to say that the Snyder Cut didn't exist and that the people behind the fandom are pretty toxic, and to that I say there is many toxic people and many toxic fandoms, and that's just a given with anything. When people are so passionate, some people do turn that and make it kind of gross how they go about things of wanting to get it done. But I do hope that the Snyder Cut is amazing, and it really paves way to see directors' full visions finally be brought to life. Now, the Snyder Cut has also ignited a new cut movement, which is the David Ayer cut of Suicide Squad. So with David Ayer bringing these things up, I'm very curious to see if it's because they know that Warner Brothers will be releasing these on HBO Max, sort of like Disney did on Disney Plus, releasing some content there to really get it going for people to subscribe. So if the Snyder Cut proves to be a success, I wouldn't see it that why wouldn't David Ayer's cut of Suicide Squad not be able to do the same and replicate? Because let's face it, we saw a different movie than what David Ayer intended after everything that's come out in light of that situation, with all of the cuts that were done and the film being edited by the people that did the second trailer and a lot of things being left out of it. Pretty much a main storyline as well. So if this is what it takes to see these director's cuts to have to get on HBO streaming services, I'm all for it. I'm already signed up for HBO Max. You should definitely check it out too. There's a ton of stuff coming on there, so I'm excited for that. But anyways, what are your thoughts on the Snyder Cut? Do you think this is true? Do you think we're finally going to get this cut? Do you care if we get this cut or not? I'm curious to see that as well, because many people out there don't even care about it because they feel after Batman vs Superman that it was a letdown, even with the director's cut. So I'm very curious to know everybody's thoughts on this. I know this is a very hot topic, and it does bring out some very interesting points from both sides. So let it ring below. What are your thoughts on it? Are you going to be checking it out? Will this make you get HBO Max now if you weren't intending to do so, with DC seemingly going for director cuts? But anyways, as always, if you haven't already subscribed to my channel, what are you waiting for? Hit that like, comment, share, all that good stuff. On the road to 15,000 subscribers. Be so awesome if we get there by next week. But that's just going to do it for me. I just wanted to talk about that breaking news. I have a video coming up today on the White Lines Netflix original that is by the same creator behind Money Heist. So you're definitely going to want to check that out if you've watched that series or if you haven't already. And anyways, thoughts on Snyder? I'm very curious. Are you thinking he's going to be announcing the release this Wednesday, since HBO Max launches next week? He's having the Man of Steel watch party, as I said, so there's definitely going to be some surprises there, no doubt about that. And are you going to be tuning in? I will be tuning in, and I'm not sure if I should do a live thing while I watch it as well on here. It would only be if many of you want that to happen. So if you do want that to happen, let me know in the comments below, and we could have a little watch party, something like that. But if not, I'll be definitely on Vero checking out the commentary that he has on there as well. And I think I do own Man of Steel, so I'm going to be looking for that as well, so I can definitely watch it. But Snyder Cut, keep it or leave it, Zack Snyder. And do you think that this will open the floodgates for us to maybe in the foreseeable future get a David Ayer Suicide Squad director's cut? Let me know below. Or is this going to just be too much, you think, and make all of these other movies that are coming out be like, well, if we had the director's cut for that, you know? That's just my thoughts. More on that as we get more announcements, probably this Wednesday. But anyways, make sure you stay safe, stay positive. Don't forget to subscribe, like, comment, share, and stay positive. Hey, if you're still here, still listening, appreciate you making it to the end. While you're here, why don't you go ahead and check out these other videos I have for you right here. Click on them, go check them out, and I really appreciate it. And if you haven't subscribed yet, I mean, what are you waiting for? Let's get to it. Make sure you hit that subscribe, turn on the bell for notifications, and make sure you give this video a like.